Hello and welcome to another edition of Elections Unlocked, our one-stop destination for all news related to elections 2024. This time, of course, the assembly elections. In a few hours from now, 40 constituencies of Jammu and Kashmir will vote in the third and final phase to decide the fate of 415 candidates. 24 of these seats fall in the Jammu region and 16 in Kashmir. Most of the constituencies are located along the line of control. As many as 29 polling stations have been set up along the border. Over 39 lakh voters eligible to cast their ballot in this final round of voting. Our top story of the day is on the final phase of Jammu and Kashmir's battle.
Jammu and Kashmir prepares to vote in the final phase on 1st October. Campaigning for the high-stakes third and final phase ended on Sunday. There's going to be a keen contest among the NC, PDP and Awami Ittehad Party in the valley and a do-or-die battle between the BJP and Congress in Jammu division. Security has been beefed up for polling to be held in 40 of the total 90 seats in the 7 districts: Kupwara, Baramulla, Bandipora, Udhampur, Samba, Kathua and Jammu.
पोलिंग जितना भी अमला है वो यहाँ आ गए हैं, वो मशीनें भी ले रहे हैं। इनके लिए इनको सहूलियत देने के लिए आप खुद भी देख रहे हैं, हमने यहाँ एम्बुलेंस भी लगा रखी है, मेडिकल एम्बुलेंस, फायर एंड इमरजेंसी वाली गाड़ियाँ भी रखी है। अगर कोई भी ऐसा कुछ होता है तो जल्दी रिस्पॉन्स मिले। जितने भी पोलिंग जो अमला है वो सुबह सवेरे यहाँ आए हैं। हमारे 158 पोलिंग स्टेशन है।
Nomads of Bhaderwa moved towards Bani in Kathua to participate in the final phase voting.
तो इसमें वोटों का हमें दोबारा मौका मिला, हम बड़े खुशी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं वोट देने के लिए। इसलिए हम 15-15, 20-20 दिन पीछे निकालते थे, मगर वोटों की वजह से हम जल्दी कर रहे हैं आगे जाने के लिए।
वोट देने जाना है हमने, इससे पहले हमने कोई बता नहीं था। हम चार तारे अपने माल चार के मेहनत करके अपने हम कारोबार अपने करते रहे। वोट को हमने को समझाया नहीं था, कोई नाम मत है, कोई वेलियो या कोई इसकी सहमति थी। आपने मैं तमाम बुजुर्गों से, नौजवान साथियों से गुजारिश करता हूं कि कल।
But the most critical part of this phase of election is going to be in constituencies located along the line of control. In Bandipora, people want change. Famous for the boycott wave, this region wants to script its future, this time through vote.
72 साल से एनसी ने हमें डसा है, रगड़ा है। यहाँ कुछ नहीं किया। एनसी ने क्या किया, कांग्रेस ने क्या किया। अब बीजेपी आई, बीजेपी ने उससे बदतर किया। यहाँ
बहुत बेरोजगार है। यहाँ पे कश्मीर में इतना सख्ती है, कश्मीर में दुकान भी बहुत सख्ती है, मतलब काम भी नहीं चलता है। आज
जवानों को ऐसे ही उठा लेते हैं, कहीं पे भी देखो, इधर कोई भी लोग आराम से बोल नहीं सकते।
तकरीबन मुझे 35 FIR है। किसने लगाए, क्यों लगाए? अब मोदी बोलता है यहाँ अमन है। क्या अमन है, जरा मुझे बताओ। उसने वादा किया था स्टेट का, दिया अब तक?
उसका यही रीजन है कि बीजेपी ने काफी सारे ऐसे काले कानून कश्मीर के ऊपर ठोक दिए हैं।
हजारों लाखों जॉब्स पेंडिंग है, एक भी नोटिफिकेशन नहीं निकलता है, कैंसिल होता है। इनका ही कोई ताई चाचा आ जाता है, पीछे से स्टेट निकाल देता है।
ड्रेनें है, रोड है, और जो ऊपर रहते हैं बंदे, उनको भी रोड होना चाहिए।
कश्मीर के जो यहाँ के जो लोकल रिसोर्स है, टूरिज्म है, फर्नीचर है, व्हाटएवर, कहाँ जा रहा है? कश्मीरी को एक इतना टुकड़ा भी नहीं हाथ लगाने देते। कहाँ जाता वो फर्नीचर?
मैं आज तक बाइकआउट कर रहा था, हमारी पूरी फैमिली बाइकआउट करती थी इलेक्शंस की, लेकिन पहली बार हमें उम्मीद की किरण दिखी है इंजीनियर रशीद में। हम सब मिलकर उनको वोट करेंगे।
People are politically very aware. They know who says what and what he does later on, who really asks them for vote and then later on vanishes once he gets the vote and comes back when the next elections come. So all these issues are here, and that will ensure one thing that definitely will happen is maximum voting. People who used to boycott will vote, and that's gonna ensure massive participation in the electoral process come 1st of October.
Over 39.18 lakh voters will decide the fate of 415 candidates in the fray. With Mir Fareed, Bureau Report, India Today.
While the political spotlight remains fixated on the Kashmir Valley during this long overdue assembly elections, the real electoral battle now isn't just restricted to Kashmir, but it's taking place in Jammu. This is where the election could be won or lost, with 11 assembly seats in Jammu district alone, 43 seats in the Jammu division. The election results here could decide kaun banega Mukhyamantri, who will be the next chief minister. Despite a recent spurt in security threats that attempt to destabilize the Jammu region by pushing militants across the line of control, the people of Jammu have shown remarkable enthusiasm in these assembly elections. Even the militant attacks and targeted killings haven't weakened their resolve. So what's at stake in Jammu and why is this region now so important? Joining me now is our correspondent Sunil G. Bhatt from Jammu. He tracks Jammu closely, and Pooja Shali, who's been traveling across Jammu and Kashmir. Good to see both of you on the show. Pooja, first to you. You've been traveling across Jammu and Kashmir. Are we seeing very different elections in Jammu and in the Kashmir Valley?
That's a very interesting observation, Rajdeep, and that's true that while if there is one thing that's been common is both sides, Jammu and Kashmir are ready to vote. They have come out in good numbers, both in first and second phase. But there is definitely a slight difference when it comes to political affiliations. Now, while Kashmir, of course, has had a conflict for so many years, Jammu region votes primarily on the issue of which party will not only vote for them, but for nationalist politics. Now, for Jammu region, what I noticed was while in Kashmir, NC, Congress, PDP were, of course, the big highlights. For Jammu region, they believe that these parties have been Kashmir-centric, that they cater to the aspirations and politics of people of Kashmir, of politics of Kashmir, and that they are treated as sort of a stepchildren. They have been made to believe by the Bharatiya Janata Party that their nationalist politics or the focus on them will come only and when BJP wins. Now, what has happened in Jammu region is there have been remarkable voting turnout, 70%, 80% in Kishtwar, Inderwal. This time, Jammu city, Udhampur, Kathua, Samba, these have been BJP stronghold. They are voting this time. How will it turn out remains to be seen. But often, Rajdeep, when we refer to the word alienation, so to say, with regard to Kashmir, if you actually travel through Jammu, you will hear this word repeatedly, that they have been voting for nationalist politics. They have been voting for peace all this while Kashmir was burning, and yet they have been alienated with development and focus. So which party has been able to convince them that it's their turn of focus, of development and prosperity? That will be decided tomorrow, Rajdeep.
Sunil, you've been, of course, based in Jammu. Is there a sense that you get that the Jammu voter post the abrogation of Article 370 is looking at the union territory very differently? Does he or she feel that Jammu deserves more in terms of a greater stake in whatever happens in the valley now?
Well, Rajdeep, I have been traveling across the length and breadth of Jammu region, and I have been speaking to many people. The people I spoke to, they still say that that Jammu continues to face discrimination and stepmotherly treatment, although this issue has been addressed to some extent, but they say that discrimination still continues, and what they want is that equal share when it comes to development, equal share when it comes to politics of Jammu and Kashmir. Although the BJP claims that they have reduced the inequality between Jammu and Kashmir, because after delimitation, Jammu got 6 more seats, and as a result of that, the difference that used to be there between Kashmir and Jammu region when it came to assembly seat, it has been reduced. Jammu now has 43 assembly segments, while Kashmir region has 47. As far as this third phase of election is concerned, Rajdeep, 24 assembly segments of Jammu region are going to the polls, and these 24 assembly segments are in the 4 Hindu majority districts of Jammu region. So it's a high stakes battle for the BJP. There is a lot at stake for the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections that were held recently in 2024. Out of these 24 seats, BJP won 22. BJP was leading in 22, while Congress was leading only in 2 assembly segments. The BJP's aim is to win all these 24 assembly segments, while
So what you are saying is the BJP effectively
that
needs
they
a
may
clean... BJP needs a clean sweep in this area to really perhaps push for at least becoming the single largest party, which then gives them a lot of leverage in any post-poll election combination. Remember, it was because of Jammu that in 2014, 10 years ago, the BJP was in a position to call the shots and, of course, then tied up with Mufti Mohammad Saeed. So, Pooja Shali and Sunilji Bhatt, we look very closely at your analysis of what happens in the Jammu region as well as, of course, the Kashmir Valley. But I just want to go to Ajay Khajuria. He's an activist and political analyst based in Jammu. Ajay, welcome to Elections Unlocked. What's your sense? Is the BJP in a position to sweep these 24 seats? Is that their hope? Do you think that there is a clear Hindu-Muslim divide between Jammu and the Valley?
Mr. Sardesai, thanks for giving me the opportunity to be in this show. There is not a divide which I can say. Jammu has got its distinct, regional aspirations, which is different from Kashmir. So I will not mix both. But for Jammu, I think lot many things need to be done. Even though we have traveled a journey from 2019 onwards, but still lot many things need to be done. I'm a Dogra myself, and I belong to this region, and I know the aspirations quite well. So the first one is the employment, which any government will come. They need to look at, instead of the regional divide, the first thing it need to be looked at the employment. Employment issue, it persisting from last so many years, but it is now in the worst phase because it's coupled with drug abuse. I'm coming to the point on records. Employment is resulting into frustration, which is resulting into the usage of drugs. This is a vicious circle which need to come out. Whosoever will come in the power, irrespective of the government, this particular thing need to be dealt sternly. Another thing which is very important for us.
Mr. Khajuria, But Mr. Khajuria, when you speak of drug abuse, I've heard similar concerns also voiced in the valley. Youth unemployment leading to drug abuse is a problem even in the Kashmir Valley. The point is, when you say regional aspirations, does the voter in Jammu, according to you, still see himself or herself from the prism of religion? That this is Hindu Jammu versus Muslim Valley. Is that being too simplistic or is that a reality?
This is, I think, if we see from the outside, it looks like, but in reality, both the regions, especially Jammu, is looking for the development. And if there would be a development, there would be a good inflow of money, whether it's to the education, employment, or tourism, it's going to change the landscape. So as per me, when I meet people around, the people are not much more concentrated about now the religion. It's a development agenda. Whosoever is going to take it forward is going to make a dent.
Who's benefiting from that? Who's benefiting from the development agenda? You've got the BJP, which is in power at the center, which abrogated Article 370 effectively, and you've got the Congress NC alliance. Who is seen to actually push the development agenda further at the moment?
At this moment, BJP has done the development agenda further, even though they tried their level best to, bring us to the place where we were not. We were at quite a primitive stage. So now, after 2019, pushing this agenda, we are somewhere closer to the nation, but still far off from any other parameter.
So your sense is that this election in Jammu and Kashmir, in the Jammu region, is being fought on local candidates or political parties? Do the candidates matter or the party affiliation matter?
Mr. Sardesai, this is also depending on the areas. If you see the Pawan Khajuria, he is fighting independent from Udhampur East. So there it's not a party which is working, it's a potential of the candidate who is standing as independent. While in most of the places in Jammu, it's a BJP backed by the candidate. If the combination is good candidate with BJP, they are anyway going to win. But if the candidate is weak and the BJP is not able to push its weight on that, so that candidate is not going to win. So it's a combination which will work in these elections.
My final question is the Congress NC at all in the race? I heard Omar Abdullah complain that the Congress needed to do more in the Jammu region. Rahul Gandhi has now campaigned there, but so has Mallikarjun Kharge. Is the Congress still playing catch-up in Jammu? And will the areas which are reserved, the constituencies reserved, be really where the real fight is?
Mr. Sardesai, they have missed the bus. Omar sir is perfectly right. they are not able to cut ice anywhere in Jammu region. They were very, very slow. They were not able to, live up to the expectation in whichever constituencies they were operating. So I think these elections, they are nowhere in Jammu region.
Very interesting. You've been very plain speaking, Ajay Khajuria. I appreciate you joining us and giving us a sense of what you believe is the ground reality in Jammu that goes to the polls tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me here on Elections Unlocked. Let me turn from there to Haryana. Remember, Haryana goes to the polls this Saturday, and all political parties are now on the ground in the final stretch, campaigning aggressively. Politics in the state has led to personal attacks at each other. Over the weekend, the Prime Minister was in Haryana. Today, the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, started his yatra from there. 8th October will reveal who gets the final say in Haryana's power corridors. Take a look.
The Gandhis enter the Haryana Dangal. Rahul and Priyanka kicked off their Vijay Sankalp Yatra on Monday with a rally in Narayangarh constituency in Ambala. The Congress leaders hit out at the Narendra Modi government on a range of topics, including Agniveer, which has become one of the top issues.
ये अग्निवीर स्कीम नहीं है, ये गलतफहमी में मत रहिए। ये जवानों की पेंशन चोरी करने का तरीका है। जो नॉर्मल जवान होता है उसे पेंशन दी जाएगी, पूरी जिंदगी उसे पेंशन दी जाएगी। जिसको अग्निवीर नाम दिया है उसे पेंशन नहीं मिलेगी। मतलब अग्निवीर से उसके जेब से पैसा छीना गया है। कहां गया? अदानी जी की जेब में।
Rahul used the rally to dismiss reports of differences between former Chief Minister Bhupender Singh Hooda and party's Dalit face Kumari Shelja with a show of unity.
कांग्रेस पार्टी बिल्कुल जमीन से काम कर रही है, सभी लोग मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं और सरकार कांग्रेस पार्टी की बनाएंगे, इसमें कोई शक नहीं।
The BJP in power for 10 years is banking on Prime Minister Modi.
जो पार्टी अपने नेताओं के बीच एकता नहीं ला सकती, वो राज्य में स्थिरता कैसे लाएगी? आप देख रहे हैं कि कैसे यहां कांग्रेस में मुख्यमंत्री बनने के लिए मारामारी मची है। बापू भी दावेदार है और बेटा भी दावेदार है और दोनों मिलकर बाकियों को निपटा लेने लगे हैं। और ये सब देख करके हरियाणा के जागरूक नागरिक कांग्रेस को निपटाने में लग पड़े हैं।
The Congress is smelling a chance in Haryana, where it has been out of power for a decade. The party is hoping to cash in on the anger among farmers and rural population to dislodge the Nayab Singh Saini government.
बीजेपी को यहाँ पे हराओ। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। नमस्कार।
Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, let's turn to the other big war of words that's taking place on the election campaign trail. Now, at a rally in Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge was feeling unwell. Today, the Prime Minister spoke to the Congress President, inquired about his health. After some time, Mr. Kharge yesterday returned to the stage to address the crowd. He took the opportunity to launch a sharp attack on Prime Minister Modi, stating that he's determined to stay healthy until Mr. Modi is ousted from power. In response, Home Minister Amit Shah hit back, condemned those comments, saying that such remarks reflect the Congress's hatred towards the Prime Minister. He called the comment distasteful and disgraceful. While taking a dig, he wished Kharge a long life and expressed that he would witness the creation of a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Today, Mr. Kharge launched another attack on Amit Shah, stating that the BJP leader should focus on real issues like Manipur instead of engaging in this war of words.
स्टेट फूड का तो मैं बोला हूँ, स्टेट फूड जरूर देंगे और उसके लिए हम जरूर लड़ेंगे, चाहे कुछ भी हो। मैं ऐसा ही छोड़ने वाला नहीं। अब मेरे को तो 83 इयर्स चल रहे, इतना जल्दी मरने वाला नहीं हूँ। जब तक मोदी को नहीं हटाएंगे तब तक मैं जिंदा ही रहूंगा, आपकी बात सुनूंगा आपके लिए लड़ूंगा।
खड़गे जी थोड़ा बीमार पड़ गए, उनको इलाज करना पड़ा, पर अभी ठीक हो गए हैं। हमारे गृह मंत्री को अपने काम पर और थोड़ा ध्यान देना चाहिए, मणिपुर में ध्यान देना चाहिए। आज तक हमारे नॉन बायोलॉजिकल प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर नहीं गए हैं।
मुझे लगता है कि खड़गे साहब राहुल गांधी के विरोधी हैं, क्योंकि मोदी जी तो अभी 100 साल बचेंगे और तब तक राहुल गांधी बूढ़े हो जाएंगे, उनको मौका नहीं मिलेगा। खड़गे साहब आप यही चाह रहे हैं।
Why is he so obsessed with himself? We are not obsessed with them. We don't hate Narendra Modi. We love India. And because we love India, we want to free India from the clutches of Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Amit Shah. I'm very happy to know, to learn that finally Mr. Amit Shah has understood what is distasteful and the meaning of the word distasteful. Hopefully now the narrative coming from the BJP, the discourse from the BJP will become a little more tasteful.
Congress goes any level, this it seems. But I tell this, if Mallikarjun Kharge, his age might be 150 or 125, it will never happen what he is searching. The PM, Sri Narendra Modi ji will be the PM, well, our Prime Minister will be the 2047 while we are in the Viksit Bharat, our PM will be the PM.
खड़गे जी के मन में कितना नफरत भरा है मोदी जी के लिए। अभी मोदी जी ने इनके स्वास्थ्य का हालचाल पूछा, हम लोग भी प्रार्थना करें खड़गे जी का स्वास्थ्य ठीक हो जाए, लेकिन वो तो मोदी जी के अंत की कामना कर रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूं इससे बड़ा कांग्रेस की नकारात्मकता का, उसकी नफरत का इससे बड़ा उदाहरण नहीं मिल सकता। ये चाहे जितनी भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी के अंत की कामना करें, इस देश के लोग उनके साथ हैं। कांग्रेस की ये निगेटिविटी उनको कहीं की नहीं छोड़ेगी, ये मेरा विश्वास। वो नरेंद्र मोदी के समाप्त होने की कामना कर रहे हैं। हे भगवान, ऐसे बीमार लोगों को ठीक करें।
कांग्रेस, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी कांग्रेस का अध्यक्ष है, कांग्रेस का वरिष्ठ नेता है। उसका राजनीतिक जीवन 50 साल हो चुके हैं। जब तक देश को खतरा है, संविधान को खतरा है और जो हमारा फिरकाफरस्ती ताकत को खत्म नहीं करता है, आखिरी दम तक तो मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब लड़ेंगे।
मुझे दुख इस बात का है कि खड़गे जी अब ये मानते हैं कि अभी 10-20 साल मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री नहीं हटने वाले, इसलिए वो कह रहे हैं कि जब तक का सपना पालना खड़गे जी छोड़ दें। हम तो यही कामना करते हैं कि उनकी लंबी उम्र हो और वो ताज़ जिंदगी इसी तरह, इसी सोच के साथ अपनी जिंदगी और जिएं और मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री की शपथ में हर बार आते रहें। हम उनकी सेहत की भी कामना करते हैं और उनकी अच्छी आयु की कामना करते हैं।
Well, that's all that we've had time for to pack in this edition of Elections Unlocked.